I am Ineedmorcowbell, and it is January 24th, 2022, and this is things that interested me this week. Over in Halo Infinite, the Cyber Showdown event started with a new game mode, Attrition, but not like the Attrition from Titanfall. Oh no, it's more like Team Deathmatch from Gears of War series. But it also has a small little bit of Destiny in it with its little revive system. And it also has a battle royale enclosing Death Ring too. It's a pretty alright addition to the few game modes that we have right now in Infinite's multiplayer. Some tweaks would definitely make the mode better. For instance, if everyone had their own lives instead of sharing a death pool, when a teammate can leave and an AI replaces it, it becomes open season on destroying the other team's life pool by just going after that AI. I should know. That's what I focus on all the time. If everyone had their own four lives, then when you run out of yours, you can be respawned. It would allow more use of the respawn feature instead of waiting till the life pool is empty and it's a 1v4 situation. Rarely do I see anybody able to respawn in that condition. Another neat thing, since they added the enclosing death ring on a timer, whenever Forge makes it into the game, we could make our own battle royale game mode. Looking forward to that. After completing the event pass, I found out that the holographic visor and the mohawk cannot be combined. They cannot be attached on your helmet together. It's either one or the other, and that's just a terrible design. I also found out that you can only have either the firearms or the fire head that you unlock from the battle pass. Again, only one of those at a time. So you can only have the visor or the mohawk or the firearms or the fire head, not all of them at once. I wanted to attach all of them together at the same time. Terrible, terrible decisions again made by 343. Going over to PSO2 New Genesis, the Stellar Grace part of the event started, and I don't really care for it. Running around all over the map to collect capsules is rough and time consuming. Sure, you get star gems and Zeta, special tickets, but is any of it really worth it? If it got if I was able to get, like AC, that would be crazy. Collect 30 of those Stellar Grace capsules and you get 200 AC. That's one drawing. That's one bit of the scratch ticket right there. That's one AC scratch ticket. That would be cool. Hell yeah, that would be cool. I'd be excited to go in every day to go for it. I also managed to max out my Techer class and moved into Ranger. It's slow going in the beginning from level 20, since you can't equip the new 5-star weapons till level 21, or the armor or Tempest of weapons till 24. And I believe the Grega is at 27. But I don't really have those weapons, so that's okay. I mainly just stick with like the lower class 5 stars. The Grega is specific for bosses, and I'm not too concerned. It's like, you know what, I'll just get one that kills all the mobs more, fast, quicker, and then, you know, bosses, boss fights, whatever. I'm sure you've heard the news from everywhere else by now, but Microsoft bought Activision Blizzard for nearly $69 billion. And I really don't feel like it matters as much as when they bought Bethesda. But then again, I guess that is a personal reason, as I don't really care for any of those games or IPs that ActiZard holds, I know many people like Spyro and Crash and Warcraft and Call of Duty and so on, but I never played those. I just find it interesting that Microsoft spent nearly $70 billion and yet they can't make a solid Gears of War or Halo game. A few weeks ago, a guy over in 343 said that things in the store cost so much because servers cost money to run. Get the fuck out of here with that horseshit. Microsoft didn't need to spend $70 billion for all those companies. They could have put that money internally into the developers, expanding their teams, providing them with real contracts instead of hiring them for a few months at a time so they don't have to give them insurance or benefits. But no, 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 it's okay. Big team battle still doesn't work. Everything still crashes. There's no game modes. Forge is 3, 4 months away. Any the theater doesn't work. Desync is an issue. Gears of War has been abandoned. Gears of War 5 has been abandoned. Yeah, yeah. But $70 billion on another company. Sure. Ooh, with I mean, again, hey, it's a business. It's a business. Instead of working on bettering yourself, let's bring in another hot girl to distract everyone with. Oh, there was some sports this week, NFL sports that I know of. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers lost to the Rams, and it looks like a pretty terrible game for them. I loved watching their team throwing their helmets on the ground and have their little tantrums. I remember Tom Brady broke a tablet a while back when his team got shut out. Do I remember who he was playing against? No. I just remember that little baby throwing his tablet on the ground and breaking it. Way to go. Nice nice advertisement for Microsoft Surface. The Green Bay Packers also lost, which is nice. They kept blaming it on special teams, which doesn't sound right. That's kind of a weird thing to call them, but it's the kicking people because the punt got blocked and the 49ers ran the ball in for a touchdown. I've never seen such a thing, and it was hilarious. But but what it really was is Aaron Rodgers with his inability to throw anything or make any plays. He's the captain of the team, after all, and he's the one that's out there. The 49ers were doing terrible too, but just not as bad as Rodgers. And before typing this up, I saw that the Bills lost to the Chiefs, which is fine. I don't really care who wins or whatever. Again, my team was the Cardinals. They're gone. That was pretty bad. That was a terrible run, but that's fine. Move on into the future. Uh, but what was really bad was how the game ended. The Bills and the Chiefs had overtime. They went into overtime, which is okay. Sure, great. But if there's one thing I know about the NFL, it's that they have a dumb, stupid overtime rule, which is the first team to score wins. So the Chiefs got the ball and they scored, and the Bills never got a chance to try to score. There is nothing about, who can score the most before the time runs out. It's who scores first. That's it. No other major sports does that. Basketball, baseball goes on forever, right? It's sad. It's pathetic. The Bills never got a chance. And I think even if it was the 49ers who were, if the Bills got the touchdown first and the 49ers got a chance, I'd still be saying the same thing because it's just not fair. It's not fair at all. And then, oh yeah, Luka Doncic is a big baby that cries all the time, and he likes to pretend like he's always hurt. In anime news, the Genius Prince's Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Debt is pretty enjoyable. The prince is, of course, lazy and he wants nothing to do with the kingdom. But his father is ill and he has to maintain his appearance for his people and his kawaii Yamato, forcing him to preemptively go to war with a neighboring country in hopes of accusing them of wrongdoing and suing for peace and reparations. I like it. I'm Ineedmorcowbell. This has been things that have interested me this week. Hope you take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time. I gotta stop doing that little clicky thing.